Awesome. So, hello. Thank you all for joining our 19th video session. Today, we're going to be interviewing Kiran Verma, the founder of Simply Blood. So essentially, the point of video sessions is to find an hour every other week to discuss a new topic or interview mentors in the social entrepreneurship field. So that's why we asked Kiran to interview with us today. So essentially, today's session is going to run a little bit differently, where Leah will actually be conducting the interview. But before we get started, let's try to find out who is on the call in the first place. So I'll start with myself. I'm Shivani, one of the co-founders of Impaction, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Sukanya, do you want to go next? Waiting for Sukanya. Let's go for Kiran. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Kiran. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kiran Verma, and I run an initiative called Simply Blood. It's world's first virtual blood donation platform, or in simple word, you can say that it's a simple word. It's a Uber of blood donation. So we connect peer-to-peer, connect blood donors and seeker with each other on real-time basis. So that's me. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Roger, do you want to go next?
I'm Roger. I have a company called IdeaTrack, and we work with early stage companies, and I'm out of Boston. Those are the Patriots.
Nice. Shrujana, do you want to go next?
Yeah, hi, my name is Sujana. I am an intern at Impaction, and I basically help out with some of the website and UI design tasks. And I'm based in New York at the moment.
Awesome. And then Leo.
Hi, my name is Leo. I'm one of the UI UX designers at Impaction. At the moment, I'm living in Boston, but I'm based in New York.
Awesome. And then, so while we're waiting for Sukanya and then one other member to join, we can just start with the topic. So I think, Leo, I'm just going to give you the floor.
So, as Shivani mentioned, Kiran is the founder of Simply Blood. And I know that Simply Blood's vision is to basically save 1 million lives by the end of 2020. Is that correct? Kira, you hear me? Thank you, Mara, first.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, yeah.
Do you mind elaborating, telling us a little bit more about Simply Blood? Is there anything you would like to add?
So I'll just share you why I started Simply Blood. So I was a regular blood donor here in India, and I used to get call from random people regarding different, blood requests in different hospitals. So one day in December 2016, I got a call from one caller that they need a blood. They need blood for a poor person. So I went there, I donated blood, and after donating blood, I got to realize that my blood was sold to that family, and the worst part was that that lady got into prostitution to pay the bills, and that was a time when I realized that black marketing is happening around blood, and why this is happening, because there is a demand, there is a supply, but there is a deficit as well. And because of that need is not being fulfilled, people are taking advantage out of it, and people are selling it to the needy. So that's the reason I started Simply Blood, making sure that we are connecting peer-to-peer connect, so that if you need blood, so you just need to have you need to find a donor, and you can get blood for free of cost. You don't have to pay for that. So that's how we started with Simply Blood. And later we created Simply Blood in such a manner that we have integrated so many different application and platform. So it works like if you are in US and you wanted to you are registered on Simply Blood platform. You can raise a blood request right there, right? All the people within your circle, within 5 kilometers from your current location, are going to get a real-time blood notification. The moment you raise a blood request, all the people within 5 kilometers will get that notification. So imagine if I am traveling from Delhi to New York and I am landed over there, so I will be getting blood requests from New York rather than getting it from Delhi. So that way, we can get more and more blood requests, and we can match more blood donors on real-time basis based on their geographical location. And that is how we work. And because there is no third party involved, so we can make sure that that your blood is going directly to the person who needs it. So that is how it works. I hope I have answered your question, Leo.
I think his internet is a little
Ah.
dicey. That's the only thing.
Connected to a blood donation database, so that in case that no, I think that answers a lot of it. But I also heard that in case there is no blood around the area, you also guys are connected with, right? So that you can make sure that even if there's no people who are able to donate blood, you still have that information where you can send them to the closest blood place. Is that correct?
Yes. So we work with blood banks, only with the Red Cross. So within India, we have just started working with Red Cross, and we are planning to work with American Red Cross, Pakistan, and Nepal. Nepali Red Cross. The only reason why we wanted to work with Red Cross, A, they are global organization. B, they have got huge database of blood donors, and C, uh, and your point, just in case if we are failing somewhere in terms of matching the blood donors or something like that, so in that case we can find quick support from them to provide blood to the nearest available needy.
Hmm. See, I mean, I think that's one of the biggest challenges, trying to find somebody around, somebody really close, because sometimes you, you need it in that moment. You can't wait a day, you cannot wait a few days to go and travel somewhere and get the. So, where do you think this problem is more prevalent? Where do you think the problem, the biggest problems?
So it's based on in our head. We are lazy. Everybody, all of us who are talking over here, we are six of us right now, 6 or 7, whatever. So all of us are eligible for to donate blood. But imagine how many of us have donated blood actually. So the answer is because we all are lazy in terms of donating blood. Just by giving 20 minutes, right, of our time, we can save 3 different lives, and that is that is the biggest, because if you see the guidelines decided by World Health Organization, we just need only 2% of the total population of a country to solve blood related needs. So let's say if we have got 100,000 people country, so we just need 2,000 people to fulfill all the blood related needs. We don't need 100,000 people donating blood every now and then. So the point is, we just need very few small number of people to fulfill the gap. And imagine in most of the countries like US, India, they are still facing deficit every year in terms of blood donation. So many people in US, India dies waiting for blood, and it can be easily solved if we just go out and donate blood by any means. I mean, it's not limited to simply blood or anything, but you just go out and donate blood.
See, I've donated blood myself, but I have no clue where that blood has gone. You know, and from what I can see, Simply Blood kind of gives you that peace of mind that you know where your blood is going. You know that it is not being wasted. You know that it's being used for something good. Um, but what are some of the issues there? Because usually when people do donate blood, a lot of that blood gets wasted. What happens to that? To all of that blood that people are donating and that is not being used for donations?
So every time we donate blood, so it goes to a standard process where your blood is being tested out on different parameters. There are more than 60 parameters, if I'm not wrong, which has been defined by World Health Organization. So WHO says that you need to test at least 60 blood on the basis of 60 parameters, and there is a standard cost to it. So it's not free of cost, first of all. So we donate blood free of cost, but the moment we donate it, the processing takes a lot of money to it, right? And the process splits your blood into 4 or 5 different portions, like white blood cell, red blood cell, plasma, platelet, and the rest is fluid or maybe blood, plain blood, red blood. So, so these 5 components can save at least 3 lives. So whenever we donate blood, we can potentially save 3 lives. Reason because red blood cell and plasma can be mixed up and then donated to burn victim. Uh, Platelets plus white blood cell mixed with mixed together can help cancer patients and dengue patients. The blood, plain blood, can be used for the operations and these kind of things. So that's the reason, and because of the privacy policy of medical sector, we are not supposed to tell the personal information of um, any patient. So that's the reason whenever you donate blood, you don't have any idea where your blood is going because of the privacy issue. But when you are connected with a blood donor, I mean blood seeker directly, so you know where your blood is going, and you get to know about their story as well. So that's the reason we have created a platform where you have a visibility where your blood is going and whom your blood is going to be given.
Everything is like, yeah. So when a person donates blood, how does the process happen? So somebody somebody requests for the blood, somebody around the area will get notified, and then that person, what is the process for that person? How do they make sure that the blood gets to that person?
So Simply Blood don't store any blood. Simply Blood
Can you hear
simply
me?
connect. So let's say Roger needs blood right now, right? For someone, and Roger raise a blood request on Simply Blood. All the people within 5 kilometers, let's assume we 6 of us are within 5 kilometers to Roger, and he raises a blood request on Simply Blood. All of us are going to get blood request, but few
Okay.
people are going to be few people are going to be filtered out who have been rejected last time because of some kind of things, like they had tattoo last time, or they have been diagnosed with some disease, or they cannot donate blood because of XYZ reason, right? We are going to filter them out before sending them blood request of Roger. We are also going to filter out those people who have donated blood within last few days. So let's say in US, you can donate blood after 60 days, right? If I'm not wrong,
Yep.
right? So, but in India, you can donate after 90 days. So let's say if I am from India, so I would be getting I will be filtered out from that because I haven't donated blood I have donated blood within last 90 days, not 60 days, because I'm from India, right? So these kind of parameters, we are going to filter it out, and we are going to see who all are potentially capable of donating blood to Rogers request. We are also have got intelligence involved into it, which predict uh, it's a prediction algorithm. So whenever blood request raises, so we are going to calculate how much possible time it's going to take to fulfill that blood request. So just in case if any blood request is taking more than 1 hour, according to our prediction algorithm, that blood request is going to come to us directly, right? Just in case if we don't find enough blood donor through our platform, in some part if there is no blood bank available, or maybe the distance is too high, too long, right? So in that case, we process that manually. So we reach out to different people and we call the local people who are working in those sectors to go out and help those people to get the blood donors and find the blood. Or maybe Red Cross, Red Cross can take that into their account and they can help out those people. So that is what we do. And that is how. So we don't store any blood. So every time a person find a donor, the donor need to go to the blood bank, not to any individual, not to any hospital. They are going to donate blood only at the hospital or the blood bank, right? Under the under the monitor, doctors and medical profession monitors those process. So well educated people take care of your processes so that your blood is not being misused, or it's just not going somewhere in the wrong way. So that is how it works.
Okay, I see. It's pretty cool. Throughout your journey, what are some of the challenges that you faced throughout your journey with Simply Blood?
What are the chances?
Yes, what are the challenges you faced in your journey
No,
with Simply Blood?
no. We don't charge anything. It's
No,
completely
challenges.
challenges.
Yeah.
Challenges.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Uh, so initially it was funding, because when I started, I I started Simply Blood with my own money. I had no money to run my operation for first 1.5 years. It was completely based on my savings. I lost everything. And later finding out a team, right, to develop such kind of platform so that we can build an ecosystem to develop such kind of things. It's very difficult. And the best part, the worst part is you have to convince people that you are doing credible job. Initially, people don't give it a shit that what you are doing, because initially they question your intent, they question your work, they always keep a question mark on your every whatever you do, right? So first of all, it's very difficult because we never used medium like running an ad or kind of things to acquire blood donors on our platform. So that's the reason we always thought that it's going to be organic. People are going to talk. So in last 2.5 years, we have got roughly around 50,000 blood donors on our platform. But the best part is those 50,000 blood donors are all organic. Nobody has been taken, acquired through some paid channels. So first of all, it takes a lot of time. But if you see, usually in initial days, we used to get only 1 or 2 blood requests in a day or two. But now the number of blood requests is around 50, 56, right? So we are tapping around 50 blood requests every day. That is a big number because every month we are processing almost like more than 100 and more than 1,000 blood requests, and that is a big number for us. Reason because many blood banks fail to handle these many blood requests at all. I mean, if you talk about any major blood bank in India, they must be tapping maximum not more than 3,000, 4,000 blood requests in a month. In India, I'm talking about. I'm not sure about US. So challenges, of course, it's very difficult. But now I just wanted to share one thing that day before yesterday, 2 days ago, I got 200,000 rupees in my bank account. Somebody donated unknowingly. I had no clue who donated that blood, that money. But people just did that. And in last one and a half years, we have raised more than close to $100,000. So you can imagine that how much we have raised. So it's all about earning the credibility. Initial first 2 years were so bad that I was even struggling to survive. But now it's very easy for us. Things are not so difficult. Things are pretty easy for us. But being as a charitable organization, you have to be very credible, accountable for your cause. So we don't have any accountant at all. So all the accounting is being done by me. So every time I do my homework, I make sure that not even a single penny is missing. So, and we don't deal in cash. So these are my practices. I think convincing people and make this bigger challenge.
Sounds tough. But it seems like you pulled through, so congratulations on your success. What are some
Thanks a
of
lot.
your what are some of your goals that you have right now? Short-term goals,
Sorry.
and like any long-term goals that you have for short-term goals. Any goals that you may have for Simply Blood?
What?
Goals that you may have for Simply Blood. Goals moving forward.
Gold?
Yeah,
So
your goals.
short-term or long-term goals?
Yeah.
Goal.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I got it. So you can, Shivani, you can help me out in that, right? So goal by 31st December 2025, we wanted to solve blood-related problem in India, so that not even a single person dies waiting for blood in India anywhere. And I wanted to retire on that day so that I can look up on some other things. I don't want it to sit on the problem and then keep just talking about it. So I just wanted to solve this problem because practically it's a solvable problem. So if you can have billion of users of WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, or a hell lot of apps, why can't we have um, only few million blood donors on such kind of platforms? So the only matter of the fact is that you just need to make sure that your message is being spread out among right set of people. So I'm just talking about these kind of things, and I just wanted to make sure that more and more people get to know about this cause. Even if somebody is planning to create a different platform, I would be happy to help them, right? Because it's not about competition; it's about solving a problem by 100%. So let's say, Leo, if you wanted to solve a problem, blood donation problem in US, so I would be more than happy to share my knowledge and wisdom, whatever I have learned on developing a platform for you in US, because somewhere somehow you would be helping us out reaching our goal. So in India we are helping out many people. In Nepal we are helping out many people. Pakistan, we are helping two different organizations. So that is what we are doing on different, areas. So I think the first thing I have understood in last 2.5 years, that whatever you do, end of the day, the problem should be solved by 100%. It should not be like 99% or maybe 99.99%.
So I see that you're spreading a lot of the work that you're doing around
Yeah.
where you live, around South Asia. You're spreading out all of the knowledge, your platform. Are they using your platform when you're helping them out? How do you help them out?
So it's a peer-to-peer connection. So you actually, I don't have to establish an office somewhere. So let's say if we have got a huge user base in Pakistan, right? We don't have a single point of contact in Pakistan, but still there are enough people who are using our platform and helping out each other. So anybody across the world can use our platform. Right now, our OTP verification is not working fine, but we are just fixing it up, and most probably in next 1.5 months, we would be coming up with a new version where things would be much better. API integration is better, and the platform is going to be used all across the world very easily. So anybody can, and the best part is you can use it in any country. You don't have to create a separate version of it.
So you mentioned APIs, so people could use the Simply Blood APIs and kind of start implementing a lot of the algorithms that you guys use.
Shivani, can you help me out in this? What did Leo said?
I'm not too sure, Leo. Can you repeat your question?
You hear me? So when you say that you're sharing share the APIs, you mean that people can implement algorithms that you have developed for Simply Blood?
What, Shivani? I'm actually, his voice is cracking.
Yeah, it's cracking for me too. Are you saying
API.
Yeah, for APIs?
Yeah.
What about APIs? Sorry, it keeps cracking in and out.
I'll type it.
Okay.
Yeah, APIs.
So yeah, I got it. So Leo, we are creating different APIs as well. We are also white labeling the platform as well, so that just in case if you are running an organization within your circle community, so you can use your own name and you can run that platform by your own things. But it's going to add into an ecosystem where anybody can come up from any part of the world and they can use their own platform in any part of the world. So that's how it's going to increase. And just in case if somebody, because we keep on getting people from different part of Nepal and different part of Bangladesh for the treatment they come. In fact, many Western people as well come to India to get the medical things done over here. So in those cases, they need medical assistance, but they don't know anyone about anyone around India. So that's the reason our platform can work either way for anyone. So if you are running any organization in different countries, you can run that. If you are coming to India, you can use that.
How do you feel about everything that you've done so far? Like all of your impact, the organization, the people that you've gathered together, the community that you've built. How do you feel about all of this?
It feels amazing. I can't tell you. So imagine I wake up. I'll just tell you one example of today's case. So I woke up. It's Sunday today, and I woke up with a call. So the lady over the call, she was crying because her sister was in hospital and she was in dire need of blood. Right? She was crying over the phone and she was asking that, can you arrange 2 unit of blood for her? I just raised a blood request for her, and she got a call. I got a call around 3:30 in afternoon, and she was again crying, but out of happiness, because she was blessed with a baby boy this afternoon after her surgery, and the baby and the lady both are happy. So imagine you don't know any person, right? You personally don't have any idea who the person is calling to you. But imagine the sense of achievement kind of, there is no bigger feeling I can express out of this. There are, in fact, my own uncle, he was diagnosed with cancer in 2017. Doctor said that he's not going to survive for more than few hours. And after donating blood, I donated my blood to him. And after donating blood to him, he survived for 1 month. And that was the time when we saw that actually what blood can do that. My own family, I never had any family connection with my emotional connection with my family. But trust me, now my family is so connected, well connected with my cause. They are so close now, right? Of course, I don't stay with them, but my family, respect this cause a lot because they have seen a lot change in me. So personally, it is beyond words. I was a very corrupt kind of person. Uh, I was ready to sell my soul for money. I won't feel shy to say that. But trust me, now when I left, I'm a different person altogether now. So money is not a case anymore. So that's the reason uh, I personally think that I'm a completely different person. So whenever you will see me in this black T-shirt. I don't wear anything else. Uh, no tantrum or no flashy kind of life. So I have a basic life, living a very basic, things, and I really love living this life. I really feel proud that I have done something good to me.
I have a community question. So the one person that couldn't join the video session today actually had like a question about vetting on the platform, how you vet people. So she had a specific question related to her mom, but she said that her mom is asking, can a person who had cancer before donate blood again after they have defeated the cancer?
No.
Okay.
So I'll just tell you that cancer is among all of us. So the cancer causing tissues are among all of us. The only thing is because of vitamin B17, the deficiency causes, activate those cancer, you know, tissues. So the once you defeated the cancer, there are still many traces which don't allow you to donate blood. Reason because there are high chances that it can happen again. So that's the reason I would personally don't recommend that. And they technically they cannot donate blood. Technically, I mean legally there is no way out.
Okay, got it. Yeah, there was I think a question that like someone from our community wanted to ask specifically because her mom had faced this and she was trying to find avenues of contributing, but that makes complete sense. Yeah. And so we have like one question left actually, but we want to leave this on more of a positive note. But what's some advice that you can give to our community of social innovators and entrepreneurs who are working in in this social impact space and wanting to make a difference?
So if you talk about social impact space, the biggest problem, what I have understood, maybe I would be wrong. I would say that money is not a problem. The only problem is intent. If you are working on, it could be for profit or non-profit. It could be any of these, right? The only problem is that how you convey your message to the right set of people. You know, it's very important that you are consistent, you are transparent in terms of sharing your message. uh, you are also have a right intent, because what happens when you are in social impact space, there are chances that you may not find right set of people, right, to fund you, to support you. So I would request, or I would suggest everyone uh, to make sure that whenever you do initial first 2 years or maybe 3 years, it's going to take a lot of pain. I mean, there would be many times that you would be frustrated that I wanted to quit. I have I've gone through such kind of situations. But trust me, after 2 3 years, life is going to be so smooth. There would be huge amount of people who would be standing by your side. Funding is not a problem, not at all. The only problem is what message you are sending, how you are connecting people, and how you are convincing. You don't need to hard sell things. People know that, is this right or wrong? If you're doing something right, that's perfectly fine. Even like Rogers, was talking about some milkshake or what champion milkshake or something like, right?
The coffee.
Yeah.
What?
So even if you're selling that kind of shake at an NBA tournament in US, right? That doesn't make any harm to a cause. Reason because people do understand if you are selling that for a charity, right? Or you are doing any XYZ job for a charity, that makes perfect sense if you are making money out of it. But the point is, you need to make sure that they are not going to question your intent after paying you. So you need to first convince them and let them just keep delivering what they intended to while donating to you. So funders are always there around us, and there are many ideas. So in impact space, there is no need of justifying ROI. So don't rush on ROI kind of thing. It's not a sales gimmick or sales kind of thing, hard sales. It's not like that. It's simply connecting people with your heart, with your intent, with your cause, and solving a problem. That's it. And that's why I'm here. That's why you are here. And people from all across the world, whole universe is going to support you. Trust me.
What about the people, like, we talk about having social innovators, right? The people who don't necessarily know how they want to make a difference, but it's a part of human nature where people always want to do something good for another person. So I guess more of my question is, how do we empower more people to not only become social entrepreneurs, but give them resources and give them avenues to make a positive difference in the world?
How many of you have seen Game of anyone?
Wait, can you
So
repeat that
in
question? You cut out.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. I've
Seen
seen
that?
it. Leo has seen
In
it.
the
Yeah.
last season, yeah, in the last season, that dwarf, I don't know his name. He says something. That story is the most powerful story, or what he said something related to story, right? So, in that space, I think personally that storytelling is the most powerful way, because if you are, if you are talking about social, so your story is going to take your cause to long way, and it has worked in my way long time, big time. it's going to help you out as well. Trust me, if you just help out a person by helping them crossing the road, or small kind of things, people are going to take it very positively. So you don't have to do magic or very scaling kind of things. A small act can do magic as well. The only thing is how you are sharing your story. So your story matters. I personally have seen that. So storytelling you need to learn. So in impact space, it's not about only social entrepreneur or people who are innovating any product. It's about how you can help on a micro level other people. You should have a empathy. You should have humility to others. So if somebody come to you, you should be ready to help them out, no matter who that person is. There should not be any discrimination based on we should be always open to help to anyone. So this is personally what I have seen or I have thought.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that's something that we have been discussing as a community, as to like what are some of these small acts that we can do every day to make the world a more positive place to live. But yeah, it's completely in line, and it seems like you agree with this. And I think like we're about to wrap up, but Kiran, if you have any last things to say, if anyone has any questions for Kiran, now is the time.
Yeah, a quick question. When you say you're helping out other entrepreneurs in other countries and everything like that, what's the nature of that relationship? Are they paying you money? Are they giving you an interest in their company, or are you just doing it out of the goodness of your heart? Are you providing like just advice or any kind of specific services, be it software development, marketing, etc.?
So I just need two things. One is clean heart.
You're muted.
Sorry, I got it. So I just need two things from anyone across the world. One is that the person should have a right intent to that related problem. I don't have any any knowledge about other different causes, but yeah, I can help anyone across the world free of cost. I don't charge anyone in terms of helping them out in developing a platform for them. Only if they are not going to commercialize that.
Just slightly more specific. What do you mean by developing a platform for them?
Sorry?
Just be slightly more specific. When you said help them develop a platform, what exactly do you mean by that?
So we are not going to share the source code of our app, but we are going to help them in terms of creating their white labeled app, creating the whole ecosystem within their country or maybe within their region by like so let's say if you someday wanted to create a platform for yourself, so we would be happy to share a platform, create a platform for you without charging you anything, but we won't be able to share the source code of that particular platform. Right, the platform is going to be on your name. There would not be there won't be any name of Kiran Verma or Simply Blood onto that platform. But yes, that platform can be cannot be should not be used. That's all we need.
Let's follow up after this. I want to get more. Maybe we could do a write up. I want to hear more about exactly what you're talking about. I just want to hear more. I know we're running short on time, so let's connect later.
So, Kiran, I'm very happy about everything that you're doing, and I wanted to say thank you for being here with us today. And I'm hoping to just kind of get to know a little bit more about what you're doing, and just stay connected with you. Well, I like the cause. I like what's happening.
I wanted to share that you all can connect me on LinkedIn, and over there we can talk in detail, and whatever you need from my side, I would be happy to help you. Not just limited to blood, but in terms of technology, in terms of sharing your platform with others, or maybe whatever help you need, I would be happy to create an impact with my actions.
Thank you, Kiran. All right, everyone. We'll wrap up the video for today. And thank you, everybody, for being here and just being so involved in it and all the questions and everything. Thank you, Kiran, for sharing.
Thanks a lot.
Please do like and subscribe our channel and stay tuned for our next video session in 2 weeks. But thank you so much again for everyone. And thank you for Leo for doing a great job. So we'll speak to you all in 2 weeks, but thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.